banking and financial services group Sasfin reported results today with a 14% increase in headline earnings. The company's chief executive, Roland Sassoon, joins me now to unpack the numbers further. Good to have you with us as always. A positive set of numbers that you've managed to report once again. What's the secret behind the success here?
Well, I think we're doing the same thing that we've been doing for a long time, and that is building up in all our divisions, our 5 different divisions, and just moving ahead brick by brick, step by step.
One particular division that you're very bullish on is the transactional banking as well as the wealth division, where you've been beefing up quite substantially, including the headcount there. How great is the opportunity for growth there?
Okay, well, the wealth division has huge growth opportunity, particularly in asset management. We've really transformed a traditional stockbroking business, which was the Frankel-Pollock business, into more of an asset management type business, where we provide portfolio management for our clients. And on top of that, we've got our own asset management business, and we've recruited some heavyweights there, good people, strong people.
Where from, if I may ask?
Well, an example would be Mainkies, who used to be Foorden Mainkies. And, you know, we've got, of course, David Shapiro, who's been with us for a while.
Our favourite market commentator.
Yes, so we've got some really good talent there. And we're now starting to attract some very nice business from pension funds and other clients. And it's building up very nicely, and we're very excited about it. Our assets under administration and management have grown substantially to 91 billion, by 28%, and that's moving in the right direction.
That takes me to the question, if I may interject, Roland. How big is the pie, given the fact that there are a lot of competitors in this industry?
Look, the pie is huge. Obviously, we're a very small player, but Sasfin is becoming much more of a recognized brand, and with the quality people we've got, there's no reason why we shouldn't become a much more significant player in this market.
And the talent that you've acquired, surely it must be slightly more expensive to keep them or attract them?
Yes, so we've spent a lot of money in attracting people like this, and the dividends are going to start flowing. So we are getting an improved performance in that area, and that should continue.
Somewhere else interesting, reading through your numbers, you mentioned that you've increased your funding-based surplus to a significant liquidity position of 21 billion rand. Where has that money come from?
Well, okay, so I don't think it was 21 billion rand.
The 31% increase?
Yeah, 31% increase.
That's correct.
Yes, so our growth is coming from deposits, particularly term deposits from our private client base. We've got an important high net worth private client base, and also from other sources. We've also taken a lot of institutional deposits, but they are term in nature, minimum of 6 months. We wouldn't want to take shorter term institutional money. So, you know, we've attracted good money, and we haven't really put a lot of effort into it. It's just come our way. We pay, our interest rates are competitive, but they're certainly very much in line with what the big banks are paying. So I suppose people like putting money with us.
It almost sounds as though Sasfin is the sexy stock or the sexy company that is managing to attract this money. But how does that tie in with the sentiment that we've seen in the banking and financial services sector recently with the Moody's downgrade of the banking environment? Is that something that's also a challenge to Sasfin?
Not at all. In fact, we actually spoke to Moody's straight after they downgraded some of the banks, and we asked them if they were going to downgrade us, and they said certainly not, because we're very different. I mean, we're actually the opposite, you could say, of ABLE in every sense of the word. You know, they were a monoline bank, we're a multi-line bank. They were lending unsecured to the mass market. We don't touch that market. We don't believe in lending at high interest rates to people that are almost destitute. Our business is focused on 2 markets. There is the entrepreneurial market, where we lend money to people who can use our money to make more money, and the investor market. Those are really the 2 pillars of the South African economy. So it's very much a sustainable business, and you know, we provide a very important service to these clients.
What about potential threats to those 2 markets regarding the poor economic environment in South Africa?
Well, you know, if you look at the entrepreneurial market, yeah, there are certain of those clients would be under threat, those who deal in the retail space, which is not an important part of our business. But you know, our clients cover the whole spectrum. A lot of them are exporters, for example. We're doing a lot of agricultural exports, and you know, other. So you know, what's kind of, you know, food for one is, you know, poison for the other, and we make sure that we deal on the right side of it. As you see, that our credit losses haven't increased much, and they're well within the norm in the industry. In fact, we're probably lower than most banks. And our credit loss, our non-performing loan ratios come down quite a bit. So overall, the book is performing well.
So often when we speak to CEOs, they all talk about expansion opportunities outside of South Africa's borders. Is that something that you're considering?
It is something that we're considering. You know, we like to be close to where our clients are, so it's a bit of a challenge. We are doing some business outside of South Africa, and one of our associate companies, Innovent, has offices in Zimbabwe, Zambia and Tanzania, as well as the UK. So we, you know, through them we are dealing in those areas, but we're going about it very slowly and cautiously, because obviously the risks are much greater when you don't know the market and the different jurisdictions.
Does that mean that partnerships and JVs are potentially the best way to go?
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah.
Roland, thank you so much for your time today. Shareholders are happy with the increase in the dividend. Good to have you with us as always. That was Roland Sassoon, Chief Executive of Sasfin.